come up.
I think we're live.
All right. All right. All right. Let me make sure that that's muted. Yeah. Hey. We are live. We might be
All right, guys.
really skippy, though. Yeah. So apologies if we're skippy today. We've got low bandwidth today.
Yeah, guys, we had nothing but troubles getting started, but hopefully the Oilers make it all worthwhile here. So looks like we have puck drop at 120, so another 8 minutes to go here. But yeah, Oilers looking for a bounce back game after that 6-3 loss.
Yep. Hey,
Welcome in,
Farrakhan.
Mr. Farrakhan.
Yeah. So can you hear and see us kind of okay, at least? Because we can't
Yeah,
fully
unfortunately,
tell.
no, yeah, it'll have to be a little bit of a old
Chase.
school stream today. Hey, Chase, welcome in.
Yeah, so hopefully we're going all right here. I can't really tell. It looks like it is. Hey, Farragon. Hey, Chase. All right, and yes, okay. So apparently they can hear and see us. That's good enough for now.
We'll take it. Yeah.
Because yeah, we just went through almost 45 minutes of trying to get it to work until finally I'm just like,
Yeah.
all right, I'll try. I'm on
Yeah.
Wi-Fi here. I'm on Wi-Fi far away from the router, so it's not super great. So yeah, if we get skippy, let us know. Or if you stop being
There's not
able to
much we can
hear
do
us,
about it,
or
but
yeah,
yeah, but it'll have to do for today. It's not a
that's
playoff game or anything.
that question from Chase is more of a you question than a me question because everybody knows
Yes.
that I love everybody and don't want to see anybody go.
Yeah. If it's up to Toph, we have the same team all year long. Yeah. Forever. Who is on my chopping block? I don't know if I really have anybody like that has to be on my chopping block, but I think at least one of Cody Cece or Brett Kulak are going to head out the door. If they get an upgrade in the top six, I think that's going to cost Warren Fogle. But if they can find a way through retention or something like that, so they can keep Fogle on the third line, that's obviously ideal. But yeah, probably one of those three guys, none of which I want to see go, but they will likely be involved some way in trades here coming up.
Yeah, yeah, that feels about right. Yeah, uh, I don't want Fogel to go. He would be
No,
top on or near the top on my list of people to keep.
yeah, it just because he's a pending UFA, it's going to depend on how much money he wants next year. So that's why I think they might lean more towards moving him because they're probably not going to be able to keep him long term anyway. But if they can find a way to upgrade and keep him, obviously that's the preference.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just looking through the lineup and like I don't want that guy. No, I don't want no, don't leave that guy out. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, Janmark might be the odd man out in some of these. Um, I mean, they just brought in Perry. They just got Sammy Gags back. Yeah, but I don't think
Yeah.
anyone's chomping at the bit to take Janmark off their hands either.
No, I think if Yanmark goes, it's going to be like as a throw in part of the trade. Like if you guys take him, we'll give you a fourth round pick or like he's also got a variable contract too. So if you make
Right,
enough upgrades on the fourth line, you can always just send him to Bakersfield as well.
right.
Yeah, it looks like we have to wait for this Boston LA game to finish first here, guys. They're showing puck drop at 120, so about 4 minutes, but they still got a minute 35 showing here on LA and Boston, and it's tied now, so it's probably going to overtime.
Oh, fun.
Yeah,
Jagmaster. The reason for that is that uh, it is they don't want the next game to start until the previous game has finished because they show them back to back. So it's a TV thing. So even though I'm not watching it on TV and it looks like you're not either, um, yeah, it's so that they don't have to join halfway through the first period. Yeah.
Yeah, because on my Sportsnet stream that I'm watching on, yeah, they you can't even get to the Edmonton Dallas game yet. You have to wait for this one to finish first. So that's what they're showing it on the channel. So,
Mm-hmm.
ah. Hey Darcy, welcome back. I know you've been asking me a lot when our next Rig 72 stream was. So it is finally today.
Yep. Yeah, and as you can all
Yeah.
see, I am in a totally different place. It is 1,500 miles from the last place you saw me. So, yeah, I'm now mountain time. I'm actually up in the mountains of Colorado now. And yeah, so that's why we were trying to get it to stream from Patrick's house instead of from mine, because mine is not good for internet right now. But it seems to be working, so it works. So yeah,
We'll fine tune it maybe better for the next one.
yeah,
Yeah.
combination of Patrick having trips and me having trips and me totally upending my life and starting a new career halfway across the country. Yeah, we've been watching, but we haven't had the time to like sit down and actually stream with all y'all. Um,
Yeah.
Sort of both, Chase. I'm in the process of moving, but I don't have my own place here yet, and so I'm staying with my in-laws, and my wife and cats are still back in Kentucky. So it's a little bit rough right now, but I got to go back last weekend, so it was all right. We're hoping that I can put together enough money that we can make an offer on a house out here and get her out here. As you can probably see, I don't know how much of this you can actually see, um, but this is a very nice place, and they didn't want our three cats totally destroying their newly renovated house, which is fair. And we were definitely
Yeah.
not going to abandon our cats. So yeah, my wife is still back in Kentucky, still working. We're scraping together money. I am now and I now run an auto glass shop. Yeah, so it's a big change from English professor to running auto glass shop, but it works. We're going. If you're ever
Hey,
in
got to do what you want to
Colorado
do.
for whatever reason and you need a new windshield, yeah, we could do that.
You got to do one with the big Oilers logo on it for a Rig 72.
I just got a Cricket, so guess what's happening? Vinyl stickers. So if anybody out there would be interested in vinyl stickers, they probably cost around $5 plus shipping, just because of the vinyl cost. And I would ship the ones for Canada up to Patrick all at once, because within Canada, mail's cheap. Within the United States, mail's cheap. Across the border, it's ridiculous.
Yep, that's for sure. Well,
Chase,
LA and
yes.
Boston are going to overtime. Yeah.
But the Edmonton Dallas game just started. Anyway, we're 20 seconds into the first. I wasn't even paying
Okay.
full attention. So hopefully you can get that if you're on Sportsnet.
Yeah, I'll see here. Maybe they're showing it on a different, because mine was still showing LA and Boston.
Fourth line is out there to start for y'all. So they're continuing with that pattern.
Well, I'm gonna have to count on you for a little bit, Toph, because they're not letting me go off LA and Boston. So
uh,
hopefully, one of those guys score quick here.
yeah, ugh, that's rough. But for once, it's you missing the game instead of me missing the game
Oh, you know
due to
what? I got
those.
it. Never mind.
All right.
I found another channel with it on. So there we go. I'm good to go.
Darcy, no updates since Patrick's last video, as far as I know. Have you heard anything new today, Patrick, about trades?
No, nothing new. Latest was apparently they're going hard for Chris Tanev in Calgary. Um, I kind of speculated they might be going for Travis Konechny now with the injury to Jake Gensel, but yeah, nothing brand new today as of yet. All right, well, I'm showing a minute and a half in, still no score here.
Yep, yep, yep. No crystal balls yet. Nope.
We got Draisaitl, McDavid, and Corey Perry together as a line to start this one. They ended the St. Louis game that same way, so hopefully that can result in something early here. We got Kane, Nuge, and Hyman together as the second line. They're out now.
Chase, it would take some very creative number crunching and likely one of the slightly higher paid players going the other way.
Well, that would probably, it would take, I would say, Fogel's 2.75. Pittsburgh would have to retain some. And yeah, probably combination of that, and then pick some prospects.
Yep. Yes, Pickard is in the net today, up against Otter, which is a little bit scary, just because Otter likes to goalie people.
Yeah, I'm excited that they put Calvin Pickard in today, though, because you want to see like if the Oilers do need to acquire another goalie here before the deadline. Because if Calvin Pickard comes in and handles these challenges really well, like he has so far, then they probably hold off and don't acquire anybody else and go in with Skinner, Pickard, and probably Campbell as the number three.
Yep. Yeah, I do think that they're going to probably need 3 or 4 goals to win today, though.
Yeah.
Whether it was Skinner or Pickard in net.
Yeah. Well, I think Dallas won their last one, like they had 8-2 or something over Nashville. So
yeah,
we know they can score. Of course, the Oilers had an 8-goal game of their own this week.
Yes, Jagmaster, the game has started. Yep. Walker and Frost from Philly. Oh, yeah, Jagmaster, we don't stream the actual game. Sorry, we don't have the rights to stream it. So, yeah, like I'm watching on ESPN Plus. Patrick is watching on Sportsnet. Where did you just find it on Sportsnet? I think that's Jagmaster's question.
I switched over at Sportsnet West. It's on.
Okay, there you go, Jagmaster. That might help you, hopefully. Got it. Sorry, I thought you were asking why we weren't streaming it, because we get that question every single stream.
Yeah, someone always asks. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's on Sportsnet West right now until the other game ends, and then it'll go on to Sportsnet proper, I think.
Yeah. Well, we got 3-on-1 here, and they didn't even get a shot.
Nope.
Darcy, going back to your question, Sean Walker is definitely a possibility. It sounds like he's moving somewhere. I don't know if Philly's moving Frost, though. I think they might be hanging on to him.
Yeah, though, with Philly, you never know. You never know.
Well, I was reading an article today that they're doing like a really good job of keeping communication open with their players and what they're planning to do because they want to keep them in the know for the most part. I mean, you can't tell your players every single last thing that you're going to do, but because they're playing really well, right? So you don't want to be like, well, you played well, but that's not good enough for trading anyway.
Yeah.
So I think they're trying to be cognizant of improving their future, but not disrupting their present too much as well. So that's where a guy like Travis Konechny, you never know for sure whether he's going to be available or not.
I don't have a good answer to that, Nathan, but Patrick might.
Well, I just use the Sportsnet app on my Fire TV, so it might not have to be the same description for you. I don't know if you're on cable or how you're watching it on Sportsnet, but yeah, I do it off Sportsnet Plus, so there's different channels you can choose off there. So that's how I got to it.
Yeah, I don't
that
know.
May or may not be.
I've got ESPN Plus, and so I'm just
yeah. Well, I'm sure Sportsnet Plus works.
Absolutely. Yeah, both teams are running it right now. There's a whole lot of back and forth because both teams are up to speed already.
Oilers
Well,
up in shots 2-1 so far.
welcome in, Easy G.
Yeah, we definitely need this one. If they follow the same pattern that they've been doing since they came back in February, lose one, win one, lose one, win one, we're due today.
Yeah. So Nathan, that's the best answer we've got right now. Is if you're on the app, you can choose the other channel. If you're not on the app, then I don't know.
You gotta
And
scroll through your channels, I guess, if you
yeah,
have it or not.
yeah. If you're watching on cable or satellite, maybe it's an actual different channel. I don't know. Sorry, but it is 0-0. ESPN is not showing me the shots. Does Sportsnet have the shots up there?
Oilers are up 3-1 in shots so far.
There we go. And the score is 0-0. And there hasn't really been any spectacular saves, spectacular shots, spectacular anything yet. There's a whole lot of them skating both directions. They're going fast. But they're also stopping each other from actually getting free and taking shots. Yes. Hey, Adam. Yes, we are live. We are watching the game along with you. We have bits of commentary, and we answer questions and suggestions from the chat. And it's just kind of a hang out, watch the game with us kind of thing.
And trying to make it as close as if we're all sitting on the couch or something like that.
Yeah.
That's as close as we can get.
It's our virtual Oilers bar.
Yeah.
Bring your own drinks. And it's way cheaper because it's free for you all.
Yeah. Free for everybody. I guess aside from paying for the internet, but you do that anyway.
Yep.
We're 6 minutes in now. Shots 3-1 Oilers. Still not too much going on as of yet. Haven't really seen any team have a too dangerous of a chance.
And I'm extra invested in the Oilers winning today. Not just because I want the Oilers to win, but because I am really sick of Texas right now. Because I spent a week, a little bit more than a week there, and then flew through there twice more, and I'm done with Texas. So yeah, everything Texas can lose right now for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Darcy, I think that it's just that every single deal is complicated because of the cap situation, and because I think, not so secretly, they'd really love to unload Campbell.
Yeah, well, that's no secret, but that's going to be very difficult.
Yep. Yeah. So I wonder if it's slow because every trade is complicated, and then they're throwing in another thing to think about by trying to unload that contract, or it may be that in the Oilers front office, like, unload Campbell has to be the first step of any trade. Don't know, because that's a behind the scenes thing, and neither of us are behind the scenes.
Yeah. Well, the Campbell trade is going to be extremely difficult. I mean, Philadelphia was mentioned as one of the teams that might possibly take him on, just after, especially after losing Carter Hart there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely going to cost you a lot of picks and prospects to get that one done.
Yeah.
Chase, I'm currently drinking a cherry bubbly. That's the flavor, but it's pretty much gone. Like the next drink's going to be a beer. Saturday afternoon hockey.
Yeah, I might go get myself a beer during the first intermission.
Yeah.
They offer me beers all the time, and I'm always like, I don't really drink.
Every now and then can't hurt.
Yeah. Well, they don't drink beer. My in-laws don't. So they have beers that people have left here when they come over. So they just keep offering them to me because someone needs to drink them.
Yeah.
Adam,
Yeah,
like
Adam.
it
Yeah,
looked all
yeah,
right at the very beginning. Um, and also, like, he's hot and cold. He's always been hot and cold. And it kind of worked out last year. Um, yeah, I mean, I think everyone would have liked it to be of a prove it variety. But if you think back to that summer when they were really trying to get a goalie, so was everyone else. And so it
yeah.
was
And
essentially fair
sorry,
market price at the time. Yeah, go ahead, Patrick.
yeah. I was gonna say in retrospect that yeah, probably maybe finding a trade or something like that and finding a guy with like 2 3 years on his deal would have been a better course of action. But
Yeah.
shoulda, woulda, coulda now. So
Yeah. And also, you just
yeah,
never know. Like, think about Talbot this year, right? Talbot had that
yeah,
amazing, like, what, 20 games? And then, like, where'd he go? Don't know. The whole team has collapsed. And yeah, we're now pretty happy with where the Oilers are in the standings. But just a few months ago, it was Campbell wasn't the only problem, right? So, yeah.
yeah. Everyone was a problem back then, but
Yeah.
yeah, and he's starting to turn it around now. But like you said, hot and cold though.
Yeah. And uh, everyone that has been to these streams before knows that my actual belief is just goalies are weird, man. They're just weird. And it's really unpredictable. Um, even like even goalies that will absolutely steal you games, once in a while they just don't do well. And sometimes it's a matchup thing. Sometimes it's just they had an off day. Yeah, goalies are weird. They're just weird. And of course, the number of truly elite goalies that are the top end of consistent, which is still not 100%, but the top end of consistent. There's like three of those in the league. Everybody else is kind of
Yeah,
like the good goalies are a full tier below those game stealing elite goalies. And Campbell's probably at the bottom of that tier when he's on, and when he's not, he goes down to the AHL.
yeah. I mean, well, Campbell got that contract off of basically, I don't know what, a year and a half of strong play.
Yeah,
Because before then, he was a career backup when he got into the NHL.
yeah, and
So
it's hard to predict.
yeah,
I think that they thought they were going to get that slow start, strong finish out of Campbell, which is exactly what the Oilers needed at the time, and also the market that summer was absolutely ridiculous. Um, yeah, Campbell was not the only one that got overpaid that summer as a goalie.
well, it was basically going to be between him and Kemper, right? And I don't know how much further ahead the Oilers would be with Kemper. I think he's obviously been better than Campbell, but
Yeah,
it's
but
not like
even
he's been an all
Kemper's
star
had
either.
yeah, even Kemper's had his difficulties.
Yeah,
And also, we're seeing more and more as the game gets faster and more skilled and less about trapping and getting in the way. Um, Goalies are even less predictable, and the team in front of the goalies is much more important now. It was always important, but now it's really important. And I think a lot of us, including me, have a um, 5-10 years ago mindset still where, like, first step is get an incredible goalie. Well, there's three of those. Yeah.
I don't know. I think Skinner keeps getting better and better too, though.
Yeah. And also, yeah,
I like
Skinner was great last year. He's been great most of this year. He also has his off nights.
So McDavid taking a high stick there, it looked like. So Oilers going on the power play here. So hopefully we can make Dallas pay. Power plays looked better the last couple of games for the Oilers. They didn't get on it much against St. Louis, but mostly on the penalty kill that night.
Adam, I
Oilers are
don't
up in shots, five
understand
and two
Q
so far.
Pickard. I don't understand what it looks like. You were trying to ask a question by starting with a Q, but I don't know. Or you could have been reacting to something in the game that I missed.
I think it might have been with Campbell's struggles and then Q Pickard coming up.
Oh,
I think that's what he's referring
Q
to.
that way. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Well, the Oilers are struggling to get in the zone here on the power play. Now we're finally getting set up here with a minute gone already. I don't know who Bouchard was passing to there, but it's no.
Konechny, Walker, and Lofton. What does it take? A lot.
Oh, yeah, that would be a massive trade.
And also, if that doesn't work out,
Yeah,
heads roll. Because the amount that you'd have to give up for that. Yeah.
yeah, that would definitely take at least a couple or contracts going. So yeah, some combination of Fogel, probably CC, first round pick, second round pick, some prospects. Yeah, that'd be a big trade. I couldn't even probably at least five or six pieces, I would think.
Yeah, and for that to
Some yeah,
even be a possibility, they'd have to fire Ken Holland like right now, and then that you'd have to have a GM that comes in and goes, "I'm going to change things." And no, it's a pretty good team and they're playing pretty well, and so Ken Holland is not going anywhere right now.
no.
I mean, the only way that move even gets really brought up is if you have a brand new GM that's looking to make their mark. Yeah, this was not a very good power play here.
Yeah.
It wasn't terrible. They didn't give up a shorty. There's always that could be worse. But yeah, that was pretty sloppy. But also that was a pretty great kill from the Stars.
Well, the Stars are a good team. Like this is going to be a challenge today for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, there could be trades that big. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility because the Oilers and Flyers have been talking a lot. So there could be like up to two guys in a trade, I would think. But
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to see one where like three guys come off the Flyers. I could see because I know they have interest in all three of those guys, but maybe something with like Konechny and Walker. I don't know if they go Konechny, Walker, and Lawton though, just because that'd be so difficult to try and make work unless somehow Jack Campbell's part of it and you're
Yeah.
freeing up a bunch of money.
Yeah, and that would essentially require the Flyers to be like, yeah, we're not doing anything this year. And like, yeah, I don't think that that's their attitude right now.
Oh, they're doing well. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't think they're going to ultimately do much come playoff time, but it's a great progress here for them.
yeah. He'll definitely have his moments, Chase. We'll
Oh,
we'll see a
great,
big
great
DNA
opportunity for
hit
Corey
sometime.
Perry there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Corey Perry robbed by Ottinger there. I think that's the first real good scoring chance I've seen today.
Yep. Yep. Tried to shoot it under the arm, and he got his arm down.
Yeah, this first period's kind of flying by, not too much going on, but yeah, obviously the Oilers not getting anything done on that power play. Did not look good.
Yeah, I'm going to stop my video for just a second. I hope you can all still hear me, but I'm
Yeah.
going to da, 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 pull my camera out, and let's see. Yeah, so that's the view that I get from my bedroom window right now. I guess you can mostly see screen, huh? But yeah, that's where I am now. That is not Kentucky.
Oh, there we go. It's just showing up on mine now here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, that's very different than Kentucky.
Yep. Yeah, which I'm down halfway underground. It's the basement. But yeah, that's my view. You can see, yep, there's snow on the ground. There's mountains in the distance, and yeah, this house is kind of at the top of a mountain. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And now I'll have to readjust my camera again. Yeah, there we go. And I'll put the shade back up so that it's not quite so banana spray. Colorado, Adam. Colorado. Toward the western side. Yep. Yeah, I'm about
Yeah,
an hour from Aspen or so.
that just reminds me of Dumb and Dumber.
Yep.
Ooh, California.
Beautiful.
So, yeah, the Oilers are playing well, Darcy, so far. Just I didn't like that power play, but overall they're up in shots 6-3. Most of the play's been in Dallas's zone, so
Yep.
yeah, not too much to complain about, but got to get a few more chances here. Down to about 7 minutes to go here. Oh, here's good block by Perry in front, but couldn't find the puck there.
So ESPN is showing a fun stat that currently Bouchard has 26 more shots over 90 miles per hour than anyone else.
I believe that. Basically, if he gets it on net, like 9 times out of 10, it's going in. Yeah, it looks like that one hit Perry. That's going to leave a mark. Well, they're showing ozone time. Oilers up 4:15 to I think it was 1:30 for Dallas. So the Oilers definitely being the more dominant team here in the first. But
Sorry, I'm going to mute my audio for just a minute. My father in law is doing some sort of construction upstairs, and it's loud enough that OBS or Zoom just asked me if I was playing music. So,
better not be. All right, we're down to 5:50 to go here in the first. Like I said, Oilers, I don't know if they're dominating, but they're definitely the stronger team so far. But up 7-3 in shots, but still not too much to show for it. Yeah, Perry has been great so far. Took a puck from Bouchard and had a great opportunity on net. So you like to see Perry getting around the net there. That's where he's most successful. It was nice to see him get his first as an Oiler last game there. The line combinations seem to be working pretty well so far. A little bit of a shakeup from Chris Knobloch late in the game against St. Louis. And they've carried over to today. Corey Perry definitely being versatile, just moving it up and down from the top line to the fourth line wherever the Oilers need him so far. Yeah, for sure, Adam. The only thing about this period that makes me a little bit nervous, Dallas better or Edmonton better be on it to start the second period because I have a feeling Dallas is going to come out much stronger in the second. So they're going to be able to withstand a push here.
yeah. Yep. Yep. He stopped for a minute and now he's back to it. It sounds like a giant swarm of bees.
All right. And to show him a TSEM mark on the screen there, I think he's definitely going to be one of the casualties here. I don't see him being up with the team past the trade deadline. So I think they're going to try and upgrade the fourth line there. Darcy, I could see Lavoie possibly going, although I'd like to see him on the team next year. It sounds like Broberg is going to stay. Actually, I think Broberg actually might end up being on the team after the trade deadline because Ken Holland does not sound like he wanted to move Philip Broberg at all. So he'll probably still be around. They might move, uh, depending on how big of a player they get. I could see Xavier Bourgault being used as a first round pick equivalent in a trade. So maybe some of those guys. The Oilers don't have a ton of top prospects at the current time. Unfortunately, they already traded a couple guys away, like moving Reed Schaefer last year and stuff like that. So Borgo is probably the biggest name aside from Broberg at this point. Yeah, I think if the Oilers end up making a couple moves, Broberg could very easily be on the team following the trade deadline. Like basically, they're saying he is an NHL defenseman playing in the American Hockey League right now. So I think they feel like they can bring him up and insert him in the third pair. Like he's not going to come up and get huge minutes or anything like that, but certainly possible. Yeah, Toph for sure. Yeah, prospects coming up has been like we're seeing Holloway on the team this year, and he's been up and down with injuries and stuff, but looks like hopefully he's on the team now to stay. So we're down to 4:29 to go here in the first. Oilers up in shots 7-3, but still no score so far this afternoon. They're just getting into a little bit of trouble here in their zone, but get the clear.
All right. That was nice. But it didn't go in. What? You'll see it in a second here because you're a little bit
Yeah,
behind me.
yeah, I'm a little bit behind here.
I thought that was going in.
Oh man, that's as close as you can get.
Yeah, I don't, because of the angle, I can't actually see what happened there. It must have
Yeah,
just hit and just arced right in front of the net. Wow.
yeah, I got to see the replay on that. I think it must have hit the post, or maybe it nicked off of a stick or something. But
Yeah. I don't know. It fully looked like it went in. And then
yeah,
they just kept playing, and I'm like, oh no. I mean, that would require quite a bit of losing, Darcy.
I don't want to get back to that. There's enough of that.
All right, here's the replay. Oh, he posted it. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, they're just showing it on my screen now here.
Yep.
Oh, great feed from Connor Brown. Oh, yeah, right off the post.
Hopefully that's not heartbreaking to them. Yep. Beat the goalie but didn't beat the net. Yep.
Yeah, that's basically as close as you get without actually doing it. But I've liked the intensity so far from the Oilers tonight or this afternoon.
Yeah,
They've
yeah.
definitely controlled the play for the most part. You just hate having nothing to show for it.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Darcy. I understand now. I thought you meant fifth overall, and I'm like, you have to lose a lot of games to get into the lottery.
Yeah, we're not talking about making upgrades at the trade deadline, but we have. Yeah, we're the ones selling. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're under
I
two
thought you
minutes to
meant
go.
higher
Yeah.
than fifth overall, not higher than the fourth or the fifth round. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I got you. I got you.
I don't know if the Oilers are even allowed to pick that high anymore. We'd probably lose the lottery and fall down.
Was that three in a row or four in a row that they picked first overall?
Three in a row.
Three in a row. Yeah. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Pickard. Pickard. Good job. That was some dangerous stuff. You'll see it in a second here.
Yeah, I'm just seeing it now.
All right. Swarm of Bees is back. So I, I'm going to mute.
Not liking this. Get it out. Well, this is the most ozone time Dallas has had all period. Some dangerous chances here. We got a whistle here. The Oilers taking a penalty. Yeah, it looks like Brett Kulak's going to the box. All right, so with 37 seconds to go, Dallas going on the power play. Nice save by Pickard to start the whole thing there. Yeah, I agree. That's kind of a weak call there, Chase. Dallas was causing a lot of commotion there, so you could kind of see a penalty coming one way or the other. But nice clear right off the bat there. Oilers looking for a stronger penalty kill tonight. They gave up two last game to St. Louis. It hasn't looked too strong since coming back from the All-Star break. Good save from Pickard there, and that looks like that should wrap up the period. All right. So Dallas will have 123 in power play time when we come back in the second, but nothing after one.
Which is that should be pretty happy news.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a shame that the one post from McDavid didn't go in, and that they couldn't get the power play going. But they got out of it 0-0. That's
Yeah.
not bad. I'm gonna step away and get a beer.
Okay. Well, I wanted to do that too. So I'll let you go first, then I'll go second.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Darcy, as long as we don't get another eight penalties in a row, for sure. It took way too many against the Blues the other night. Very undisciplined, but so far only just the one to Dallas. So helped that the Oilers controlled a lot of that period. So yeah, like Toph said, a good strong start. You would have liked to seen at least one go in there. McDavid getting as close as you can get without scoring, but yeah, Chase. I don't know why ESPN is so biased towards U.S. teams. Yeah, well, I think that's usually the case with American broadcasts. Adam, you're gonna grab a beer too. Yeah, I think we all need a beer there for the second period. It's Saturday afternoon. Why not? Use me 1 sec, guys. I just gotta plug in my laptop here. 1 sec. All right, I'm back. Uh, I could see like a lot of teams are in on Tanev right now, Darcy. So I could see him being the next domino to fall there. If the Oilers get him, that could be an early trade that we see. But yeah, I'm thinking Chris Tanev right now is the next guy to go. Who do you see as the next guy to go? Yeah, he's kind of been in that McBeast mode lately, Adam. I think they were showing that he was in on 9 of the last 10 Oilers goals. So can't ask for much more than that. Just need some more from the rest of the guys around him. Yeah, Chase, that's been my thought, kind of the whole process that I didn't see them wanting to move, but like Vancouver and Calgary have made like what 2, 3 trades now, and they're both in the Pacific. So I don't know, maybe they just it's not a consideration at this point, but I'm sure the Oilers would have to play or pay more than probably any other team to get him, but maybe they're willing to step up and pay that price. Oh, I missed that. Chase is Holloway not in? I thought he was in. It must have been a late scratch. Yeah, Tarasenko will be another interesting one too, Darcy. I know he's on the Oilers' radar as well. Oh, okay, yeah, Dylan Holloway out with an illness, so Sam Gagne was in there. So yeah, sorry I missed that before Toph and I were trying to get the stream going. So yeah, I kind of missed that last minute update there. So oh yeah, that's nasty. Well, at least it's just a sickness, so you shouldn't be out for too long with that. You just want to avoid the injuries at this point. And at least they had Sam sitting there to come in, so that's good.
Sorry, I'm catching up on what was said.
Yeah, I didn't realize Holloway was out tonight.
Oh yeah.
Guess I wasn't paying close enough attention there. Yeah, Gagne in for Holloway tonight. I guess Holloway was sick.
Well, we did fight the computer for almost an hour, so.
Yeah, yeah, that was when that update came in there. So, all right, I'm gonna go grab my beer. I'll be right back.
All right, all right. Yeah, Chase, I agree. Uh, yeah, having Nuge essentially running the Nuge show, it's nice. ESPN is currently showing MetLife Stadium and the setup for the Stadium Series. That would be fun, but also that's a huge stadium, huge. And they're trying to sell me New Jersey food. I don't know why. I don't want it. and I can't have it because I'm not in New Jersey. Hmm. Flyers are in the Jets locker room, or half of the Jets locker room. I don't know. They got curtains put up all over the place. And now I'm making sure that the stream is still going since y'all are not saying anything. Darcy, I am so glad to be back in Mountain Time because now the the Oilers generally play at like 8 o'clock instead of 10. Yeah, Patrick and I were talking about that before the stream. That yeah, it's real nice to be able to watch the whole game before your eyes close. Yeah, so Mountain Time better than Eastern Time for watching Mountain Time hockey for sure. Of course, if I was into an Eastern Time team, then that would start at like 4 p.m. here. What'd you get, Patrick?
I got my 6 o'clock lager, even though it's only 2 o'clock. It's the Edmonton Sports Talk Alley Cat special.
Oh, nice.
Here, I'll remember.
Yeah, that makes sense, Chase. Yeah.
Speaking to being oblivious, I didn't even realize my cat was sleeping in his basket behind my chair this whole time. I got up and like, how long have you been there for? Jeez. Guess the
Yeah.
Oilers haven't scored, so he hasn't been scared away with loud noises or anything.
Yes, nothing catastrophic and nothing fantastic has happened.
Yeah, not too much to talk about on this one yet, guys. Still nothing.
Yeah, and I don't even have highlights to talk about because they're just showing me the Stadium Series setup and commercials. Lots of commercials.
Yeah, we got to get a few more of these streams in here before the end of the year because I think we've only done the one regular season game. Because we were together for the Heritage Classic, of course, but just videos from Commonwealth for that. I think we did one preseason game and then one. I think we did the Winnipeg game really early in the year.
That might be right. I don't know. I don't remember last year at this point because it was in a whole different state.
Yeah.
I
know there's a
love
bunch of.
Fleury, but if you're asking whether or not they should go after Fleury, I don't think so.
Well, there's reports he might not even go anywhere at this point because I think his preference is actually to stay in Minnesota. I don't think he's too keen to leave. And if he does leave, he wants to go somewhere where he's going to play. So I don't think so unless you're splitting the games, him and Skinner, because he's not coming in to be Skinner's backup.
Right.
He wants to play. So I think someplace like Colorado where they're looking for someone to spell off Georgiev might be more of a realistic one for Fleury, but I could very easily see him not going anywhere. I would love to get him. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Would love to have like Skinner and Fleury would be an amazing goalie combo for the playoffs, but I don't think it's going to happen with the Oilers. I know they had some interest, but based on the latest I'm hearing, I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, and it sure seems like if they're going after Fleury, they'd have to move Campbell first. Or move Campbell in that deal. And I don't think Minnesota is keen to take on Campbell. I don't know if they even have the space to take it.
No, they don't. Well, they're in a bit of cap hell right now with Oh, what are those two guys they're on? They bought out
Yeah,
Ryan Suter and what's his name?
I I've
If you
lost
guys
it.
remember, throw it in the chat. But yeah, there was two guys they signed like what is it, 10 years ago or something to
Yep,
long contracts, and they bought them out. So
yep.
until those buyouts are gone, they're in a bit of cap hell.
I think that's the end of this year, though. I think I think the dead cap, or at least it gets more reasonable after this year.
Oh, could be.
I'm half remembering something. Yeah.
Sorry, what were we asking there? I need Tyler Sagan with over how many shots to goal? Is it possible? Getting blocked there by my like button.
Sagan.
Oh, it's possible, Ricky. Dallas doesn't have many shots so far tonight, though. But they will be on the power play to start the second. So
I assume that's for sports betting purposes, Ricky.
I would think so. I mostly stay away from that because I have no luck with that anyway. A
Yeah, yeah.
few times I've tried it, I have not been successful. So, but I probably don't play it enough to be successful. Oh, we should be pretty close to the end of the intermission here. A
I
couple
would
more
think
minutes
so.
to go.
Yeah, and it does suck that the Kings won today because that means that Oilers really gotta need this one.
Yeah. Well, I think they played well enough to keep second or third. I think it's really looking like it's going to be Edmonton, Vegas in the first round
Yeah,
because I don't think anybody's catching Vancouver for first.
yeah, yeah.
So
Which is kind of
we'll see what
amazing.
happens. Yeah, no, they just haven't fallen off at all year.
Yep.
As much as I'd love to see them do it, they just won't do it.
Darcy, I so that's a weird, complicated thing because expectations got raised last year, but they're so far out of it that I don't know if they will. Like, I don't know that making upgrades and changing things around will actually help them do what they want to do. So it might be a situation of them showing their fans that they're trying without totally selling the future. I don't know. I mean, every team is trying to upgrade everything all the time, unless they're like, yeah, we're fire sale, let's do this.
I don't see them doing anything huge until maybe the summer. I can see them trying to get a goalie in the summer, but I don't think they do anything for the trade deadline because they'd have to get past so many teams now. I mean, anything's possible, but they're going to be pretty hard pressed to get a wild card spot at this point.
Yeah, and Ricky, no, I don't. Uh, are you in the States or in Canada or elsewhere? Hey, meatbag!
Hey, how's it going, Meatbag?
Yes, it's certainly been a while. Yes.
Yeah, like I said, I think we've only done the two streams this year, so just time just got away from us there.
Oh yeah, yeah, that would be great, Chase. But also, yeah, no, they're not letting Stusla go.
No, no, zero chance of that happening. He's part of the future for them. So.
Ricky, you might be able to get a free trial for ESPN Plus. I've paid for it for so long that I don't know what they're offering right now, but you might be able to get a free trial, in which case you could get it for free and legit. I think this game is also on ESPN proper today, which means that you could get a Fubo or YouTube TV or Sling TV um, free trial that way. I'm pretty
Hey,
sure
Peter.
it's on ESPN True. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to answer Peter's question there. The game is on, but not actually on right now. It's the first intermission. So, but second period should be starting right away here. Oh yeah, it looks like they're about to draw off the puck. So yeah, literally right away.
And David, yeah, they've gone down, but part of that is that they overachieved pretty seriously last year. I think that things were just clicking, and it's hard to keep clicking for that long. Chase, uh, we don't care what you guys do, as long as you don't chase people away from here.
Yeah, enough people do it. So there's always the options out there somewhere. But
Yep. Yeah, and I'm not going to recommend any, even if I knew. Like, I seriously don't know. But also, I wouldn't recommend them just because half those sites are, like, super dangerous. I
watch
pay
hockey and
not
get a
to
virus.
make sure that I'm not breaking the law because I don't really care about that. But I pay so that I know that it's legit. Like, ESPN is not going to attack me with malware.
You don't think.
I don't think.
You are cheering for a Canadian team. They might.
Yeah, that's always possible.
I'm cheering for Dallas, I swear. All right, puck's just about to get dropped here. The Stars had like a minute 20 or something left in power play. So Oilers will start shorthanded.
Yeah, David, that is why I had all those recommendations for free trials, is because there's been a fair number of games that weren't on ESPN Plus for one reason or another, and so I've had all those free trials at least once.
Well, a VPN is always nice too because I was able just to watch the games on Sportsnet even when I was in the States.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just started at like 10 o'clock at night, so it was very good.
Yep, Chase.
I felt your pain.
Chase, that is my situation as well because I have Max, so now I can see all the TNT games. TNT was my nemesis last year, but since the TNT games are now on Max, I can watch everything unless it is on NHL Network. At which point, I have to just go, dang it.
Great save from Pickard there on the penalty kill. Yeah, Pickard 5-0-0 and a 2.0 goals against average in his last five starts. So he's been getting it done.
Oh, boo, boo.
Uh, as I say that.
Yeah. So Peter, overall, yes.
Yeah.
And that's how we were 0-0 until about 15 seconds ago.
Yeah. Mason Marchment, that looked like.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, 1-0 Dallas. Was that on the power play or did the power play expire there? I couldn't see.
It was close either way.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, because I think there was less than 20 seconds to go or something last I saw.
But yeah,
Yeah,
just
juicy rebound there.
yep, full on juicy. Yep.
Yeah, not much Pickard could do on that one. All right. Well, an early goal for Dallas here in the second, and they're up 1-0. So
They're going on the power play.
Ooh, what an opportunity for Ekholm there. Great save from Ottinger. Yeah, the Oilers got to get the next one. Well, Peter's saying, yeah, we're going on the power play. And Chase there as well. That must be after the next face-off here. I'm a bit behind.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm not seeing it yet. Still, it seems like I'm live.
Yeah, my clock saying 18:39
Yep, mine too.
to go
Yeah,
on this.
so they're not going on the power play. Yeah,
So,
and I didn't see anything egregious that got missed.
oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not that far behind.
No, you and I
Think I'm
are
about
more or less
yeah,
synced up now.
yeah.
Ooh, juicy, juicy. Nope, that didn't work. Oh, okay, Chase. Gotcha. You were responding to. Sorry. Um, we say things and then you hear things like 30 seconds later, and then we see your reaction like 30 seconds later.
Oh,
Ooh.
there we go.
Yeah.
Bouchard gets the tire. Beauty top shelf. All right.
Ooh.
We got a game again, 1-1. Oh yeah, great shot. Just over the glove of Ottinger, it
Ooh,
looks
yeah.
like.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, we got it, Chase. We got it, Peter. Sorry. We
Yeah.
both misunderstood because of the delay. We had started talking about other things. And then we were like, oh, we're going to go out of the power play? No, okay. It was a power play goal. Yep, we got it.
Yeah. The
Sometimes
joys
the
of streaming.
delay. Yep. That delay can really get us sometimes.
Well, just the response you wanted to see after the Dallas goal. So
Yep. Yeah, and they've broken the seal on Otter now. So
yeah.
that's nice.
No, I'm pretty happy with how they're playing for the most part. I mean, we know they sometimes struggle with matinees, sometimes struggle against Dallas, and I think they're playing pretty well today. Just would have been nice to get one in the first when they controlled most of the play.
Yep.
But I'll take a 1-1 tie right now. Well, it's nice if he can contribute in some way, Peter. Yeah. Ekholm and Perry got the assists on that one, though. So I think they showed that McDavid did have assist or a point on 9 of the last 10 Oilers goals before that, though. So he's doing his part. Nice to see Corey Perry continue to pick up points, though. He's definitely having an impact.
I don't like this sequence.
No,
Stars are fully controlling this right now. There we go. Yeah, they got it right back, but at least we broke up that pressure.
Yeah, because last time we saw that ozone pressure resulted in a Dallas power play.
Yep. Which resulted in a goal.
Yeah, no, Dallas is a good team, Darcy. Yeah, they're always gonna. I think the Oilers do fairly well. The season series always seem to be pretty well split. I don't think either team really dominates to a huge extent, but they're close games anyway.
Beer. Saturday afternoon hockey and beer. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, Bush tied for third this season for most goals by a defenseman. Mackenzie Weegar and Rasmus Dahlin, the only two guys in front of him. but he's only behind by a goal and 2 goals, so catch up real fast. Yeah, he's looked so much better just when he's back to normal pairings with Matthias Ekholm. And I know they wanted to try the thing with Philip Broberg this year, but clearly that it didn't work out too well.
Yeah.
Broberg and Ekholm, as we know. Yeah, I just when you find something that works, just stick with it. It seems to be so difficult finding the right combinations.
Yeah. I mean, during the streak, they took that seriously. Ah.
Is that Sagan that got the rebound there, or is it?
Yeah. So both of those goals have been off of bad rebounds.
Yeah.
Bad to give up, but also like just unlucky. The rebound went where it went.
Oh yeah, in off Pickard.
Yep. Yep. I mean, yeah, that was a bad bit of defense, but also, what, 9 times out of 10, Pickard has that.
Yeah, it doesn't roll in off him. That
Or
one's a
he
bit. That was
spins
just
the other
unfortunate.
way and it goes out instead of in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that was a lucky bounce for Dallas for sure.
Yeah. That was
All right.
definitely a defensive fail, but
Mhm.
it almost didn't matter.
Yeah, no, that was a combination of a few things there.
Yeah. But I agree that one's not really on Pickard. He stopped it, just not entirely.
Yeah, he just didn't have control.
And yeah, they didn't get it moving back down the other way. That is true, Chase. Yeah, so far
Well,
this second period has been almost entirely Dallas. It is not great. Oof.
yeah.
Tried to
Yeah, I think
hook
I
it
was
around.
mentioning before you came back there, Toph. That was my worry there with the Oilers controlling most of the first. That Dallas was going to have a bit of a push here in the second.
Yep.
So far, not so good, but at least we're only 2-1.
Nice little check from Kane there. And yes, I know that's his job, but also it was nice. Called for offside. There was a big cluster at the blue line that, yep.
Yeah, everything's turned here because the Oilers were controlling the shot clock for the majority of this game too, and Dallas has taken that over as well. So they've definitely been the better team so far. Yeah, there was a few things missed last game too, Peter, as we all saw with St. Louis getting 8 power plays to the Oilers 3. It wasn't because the Blues were playing like saints.
Little bit of a kerfuffle there at the
Mm-hmm.
face-off. Yeah, so the good thing is that they have not slowed down. They're just
Yeah,
being slightly outplayed.
no, Dallas has really stepped it up here in the second. That's been always been the big difference.
Yeah, and so far we've seen that these two teams are so evenly matched that it's going to be those little things that turn it.
Yeah, yeah. So whoever makes the last mistake today, I think. Hey, Brandon,
Hey,
welcome in.
Guinness.
Yeah. Well, not a bad game so far. Not exactly what we want to see, but
Yeah, and
they're right in it anyway.
the last 5 minutes have been rough.
Yeah.
I mean, they could pretty easily be down 3-1 right now, or even 4-1. They had some good opportunities there. On the other hand, they just as easily could be 1-1 still if Pickard just holds on to that one.
Oh, yeah.
Oof.
Connor nearly had to give me one there.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, if that one had gone in on the first period that he put in off the post, we're talking 2-2 game right now, too. So.
Yep. There we go. There we go.
And
Perry.
nice. Corey Perry again with his second.
Yep. Nice little redirect.
Yeah.
And yes, now that bum McDavid has his assist.
Yeah. Yeah, 2-point game for Perry already. Yeah. Goal and an assist. Hey, Jeremy, welcome in. Yes, Brandon, he definitely does. Because Perry's played what, like 6 games or something like that now. He's already got 2 goals and some assists. And Brown's on game fit. Well, the Oilers are on game 51. I guess Brown's missed some games, but he's like on game like 45 or something probably with the games that he's missed.
Yeah, he does have the most shifts without a goal in the league.
He probably has the most shifts without a lot of things so far in the league.
Yeah.
Assist, making a difference, appearing, playing in general. Yeah. Yeah, Perry is on fire for sure. 2-point game today. Yeah. Goals in the last 2. Great to see. That's what they got him for, to make that impact, and
Yep.
he's making it all throughout the lineup. So
Only McDavid's 9th assist in his last 8 periods. Yeah, that sounds
yeah.
right.
Well, he's getting older, Peter. Can't do it quite like he used to.
I'm still upset that all of the national/multinational like power rankings and things are always like the Oilers' fate is up to McDavid. I'm like, did you watch that streak?
Yeah, I know. He wasn't even their best player during that 16 games.
Yeah.
Well, that was as close to a team effort as you can get.
Yep. Yeah, and that's how it got sustained for 16 games.
Yeah. Yeah. Because if it was all on him, that wouldn't have lasted for 16 games.
Nope. And yes, he did very well, but
yeah, but
when you're winning games 1-0 and 2-1, like it's not because McDavid did well; it's because the whole team did.
Yeah, no, that was a commitment to defense that got them that, more so than the offense. Yeah, like you were saying, because there wasn't a lot of high-scoring games in that 16-game winning streak. It was keeping other teams off the board.
Yep. I agree, Peter. I really like his. And yeah, you can see that he actually watches the games during those, or as much of the games as he possibly can, because sometimes you can only watch one game at a time.
Yeah, no, the hockey guy's pretty much the best for everything. He's the best, and it's deservedly so. He puts a lot of effort and he knows his stuff, and yeah, he follows everything. So
yeah, sometimes he just kind of casually describes what his day was like, and I'm like, yeah, I couldn't do that.
Well, you have to get to the point in notoriety that people are even interested in what your day was like. What's this guy even talking about?
And yeah, Meatbag, yeah. This game is now fun. It was good. Now it's fun.
More fun if we get the next one.
Yes.
And the one after that. And the one after that. But yes, very entertaining period so far.
Yeah, the entire first period was neither team for about the first 10 minutes really controlled anything. They couldn't get neither team could get anything going because both teams kept getting in the way. And so that was kind of fun, but it's not entertaining to watch
Yeah,
the
the Oilers
puck
had
just stay between the blue lines.
yeah. Yeah, the Oilers had the offensive zone time, but they weren't getting a ton of chances. Like their only real like super dangerous chance was that McDavid one that went off the post.
Yeah, but it seems like maybe that shook Ottinger a little bit.
Good. I
I
hope
mean,
so.
yeah, I mean, who knows what's going on in Otter's head right
Yeah.
now? But
Yeah.
he was unbeatable until he got beat, and then the pole saved him.
Oh, great rush there by McDavid. Just couldn't quite get it in.
Oof.
He wants one though. I think he'll have one here before the end of today.
Yeah, yeah, he's gonna sneak one past Otter at some point. Otter and the posts. He'll get them both.
Well, this is good though. We're having much more to talk about here in the second rather than a nothing first period. So
Yep.
this is much more exciting. So who are we picking to score next? I'm gonna go with
Power play goal from Draisaitl
Draisaitl. Yeah,
on the power play.
trying to think of something other than the obvious ones, but you know what? I could see Bush getting another one. I'm gonna go with Bush getting a second.
Bush is the only one that has really truly beaten Otter besides McDavid today.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you would argue that Bush is not the obvious choice. It's got to be one of three guys if you're really like playing the odds.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like most people would just go, yeah, Connor's going to get the next one. And most of the time it's, yeah, you're pretty safe with that prediction, especially with how he's playing today.
All right, Adam. All right. That is
Oh,
either a very Kentucky thing or a very 1975 thing.
Yeah. Peter's calling Connor Brown. He's going to get it. It has to happen at some point, right? Right?
I mean, it has to happen at some point. He's not going to go through the whole season without one.
Right?
I hope not. That would be impressive if he goes the whole season playing actively and doesn't get one.
Yeah.
Yes, you did, Adam. Yes, because I think you left when it was 0-0, didn't you?
Yeah, you've missed basically all the scoring. And yes, we're live streaming today. Thanks. Great to see you in here too.
I did not notice that this was an 8.2% beer. I'm feeling it now. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think mine's that strong. Yeah, no, mine's only a 5%.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a bourbon barrel ale.
Oof.
Which makes it delicious. but it also makes it 8%.
Oh, yeah, Vancouver's a nice place, Adam, but those Canucks fans, they're not easy to deal with.
No, he did not, Adam. No, we were asking for predictions on the next Oilers goal, and Peter is putting his non-money down on Brown.
And Dallas getting a too many men penalty here, so Oilers going on the power play
All right.
for my Bush prediction of getting his second.
They're putting Marchment
And I
in the
guess you
box.
could get your prediction as well. Yeah, Peter Tyson and Brandon and I were at that New Jersey game where he did score, but yes, it was called back because we did basically a 2 minute cheer and then had to. Oh, I can't believe he got it called back.
Ooh, five on
That seems like
three.
forever.
Well, that puts pressure on a little bit.
Nice.
Okay,
A
Adam
minute
says
43.
Hyman. Hyman's not a bad prediction.
Nope. Okay, well they got a score here, 5-on-3.
Yeah, they got to get one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Hyman might have had that one if he hadn't been chopped down.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Well, they were complaining about that. You took him out at the knee. I mean, what do you want?
Yeah,
That's a penalty.
yeah. You can't take someone out at the knee, especially not when the puck is coming to them, because then the
No.
refs are definitely going to see it.
Yeah.
Whoops.
All right, come on, boys.
That was a little oopsie doodle.
Yeah, you don't want to do that when it's 5-on-3. Come on, guys. All right, come on, guys. Get control. There's two more of you out there.
Oh!
Right off the post.
Yep. Oh, Drysdale versus
Almost
the
got your
post.
prediction there.
Yep. Yep. Missed it by about
Okay,
an
come on.
inch.
Come on, Bush. Quickly up the ice. Let's go here.
If you move a little faster, you can get two.
Come on, guys. Not looking very strong here in the 5-on-3. Come on, guys.
Yeah, is there a bush bomb coming? Oh. Adam almost got it. Hyman should have had that one. It just didn't quite work.
Come on, guys.
Oof. I mean, this isn't as frustrating as the first power play. They're trying to make it work. It's just not quite working. First power play, it just did not work at all. I don't know. That was a pretty good power play, except for the non-score. They had two definite high danger chances, if not three. And they kept it moving. They kept it going. There was only one big mistake. But yes, it should be 3-2.
Yeah. No, you gotta. I mean, obviously they didn't, but you really want to take advantage of that.
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't score on a 5-on-3, that's pretty bad.
I think they were spending too much time looking for the perfect shot instead of just taking them. Like, just get a shot on net. Like, you got the man advantage there. You'll get the rebounds probably.
Pickles are delicious. That is true, Farrakhan. I don't know what you're talking about, but pickles are delicious. Yes. Okay, cool. Me too. Just a little bit, but still.
Come here. Come on.
trying to entice Henry to come pet you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think he wants his dinner, but it's way too early for that. You're not getting
But hockey's on, so
it.
it's dinner time.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that would explain it. While you're talking about pickles.
Yes. Yes, we are talking about pickles now, apparently. And yeah, going back, I guess Chase, you're right. That was a decent power play. That was a terrible 5-on-3.
Oh, he's talking about Calvin Pickard. Yeah, yeah, Pickle. Yeah, I guess Pickles is one of his nicknames. That's true.
I was thinking
I wasn't
pickles
putting
because
two
I
and two
almost
together
went
yet.
upstairs just now to get pickles. So,
Well, you're making Toph hungry.
yep. I mean, 8% beer when I don't drink. So yeah, that'll happen.
Well, we're down to 4:50 to go here in the second. 2-2. It's been an entertaining period, but it'd be nicer if the Oilers were up 3-2 after scoring on that 5-on-3. But
They
it
almost
is what it
did.
is. Almost did.
Yeah, they had two really good high danger chances there, and I'd count the Hyman one, so that would be three. Is Kane going to the box, or is he just sad?
No, like he's just going to the bench.
Okay, he's just sad.
Yeah. He wants to score. ESPN saying Corey Perry cannot play the same minutes as 29 or 97.
I mean, that's probably
Well,
true, but it kind of doesn't
yeah.
matter.
Yeah. It's not like he has to be out with them every single shift either.
That gonna be a tripping call? Nope, apparently not.
Should be, but yeah, doesn't look like it.
Yeah, all three of us reacted that same way. You, me, and
Yeah.
Chase. We're all like, that was a trip. Oh, I guess not.
Probably after just getting a 5-on-3, they'll have to do something pretty bad to get another one, but never know. I imagine the Oilers are probably due for the next call.
Yeah, of course the Blues got 8, so who knows? Maybe
Yeah,
it's
who
our
knows?
time to get 8.
I could go for that.
The Oilers have taken charge a little bit.
Yeah, no, they've been better.
There was about 6, 7, 8 minutes there where Dallas was really controlling everything. And that goal kind of solved that.
Yeah, we got another afternoon game coming up on Monday, Edmonton and Arizona. It's at 2 o'clock Mountain.
Oof, I'm going to be at work.
Yeah, it's family day here in Alberta, so we have the day off.
Gotcha. Yeah, down here it's President's Day, but unless you work for the government, you don't get it off. Some banks will be closed on Monday, but other than that, it's like just no mail, no government services. It's one of those holidays.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was a nice thing working for a university. You get pretty much all of them. So,
Yeah,
plus extra.
President's Day even is below that. Because, yeah. It used to be a real holiday. Within my lifetime, it was a everybody gets it off holiday. Or an almost everybody gets it off. They're really trying to sell me on this Stadium series.
We all know the Heritage Classic is the only real one. I think all the outdoor games are pretty good.
Yeah, I think they're neat.
Yeah, it's a neat gimmick, but
And having two back to back because you got four teams in the area. That's pretty cool.
hmm. Yeah, that'd be fun, Adam. I know a lot of guys go down to Arizona for those games. Might not be an opportunity after this season.
Yeah.
Coyotes might be on the move.
Yeah. I mean, I was definitely proven wrong with our end of year predictions last year, but now I might be proven right. Although
Yeah.
it seems like it's going to be Salt Lake over Houston, which is very strange and I would not have guessed.
We'll see. They fought tooth and nail to keep them there, so they might still come through. But
Yeah, I mean,
it's not looking too good though.
we've been talking for 20 years on whether or not the Coyotes will move. So, literally 20 years.
But they just can't keep playing in a 5,000 seat arena. That's ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
they're a National Hockey League team. Like you can't run a team like that.
Yeah. I mean, on the other hand, I really want to get down there for a game in Mullet Arena. And if they get a new stadium, I'm not going to give a shit at all.
Yeah.
The only reason why I would go down there is to see them in a 5,000 seat arena.
Well, Monday might be the last time the Oilers even play there. I'm not even sure if they have any. Because I think have they played Arizona? Because I think they play them 2, 3 times.
Yeah.
So they might have another game there. But
Um, don't know. I mean, Salt Lake seems to have the momentum and the will and the opportunity between the two. I know Houston wants a team and they have a stadium, but
yeah. No, sorry, I was laughing at Pickard putting the puck into the Stars bench there. Heads up, boys.
they're down there again in April.
Oh, okay. So a couple more chances for Oilers fans to go down there. Yeah, they'll make their money either way, Chase, for sure. Or you're not able to drink in Salt Lake City? I have
Huh.
no idea. That'd be so weird to have a hockey arena where you can't drink. Oh, Hyman just took a high stick. No call? Doesn't look like it.
Nope, no call. Huh. Yeah, Utah's liquor laws are a little bit strange. I don't know if they're quite that universal, though. Um, I know you can't drink on any of the campuses.
Yeah, would they maybe make an exception about the arena, maybe?
So you definitely can't buy it on Sundays. Um, and everything closes early, but I don't know the exact rules. But I'm pretty sure that you could drink. So you can drink generally. It might be restricted to what we call down here Mormon beer, which is 3-2.
Yeah, because that'd be a huge cut into their profit there if they couldn't have liquor sales. Looks like Corey Perry's taking a penalty here, so Dallas going on the power play.
So they were really looking for it then. That's the only explanation on that one. That there was two, maybe three, like blatant missed calls on the Stars, and now they're on the power play.
Well, I just had a feeling after they got that 5-on-3 that Edmonton was going to get the next one, but
Yeah.
because most times they try to even it out. Not in St. Louis, but
Yeah, they do, Peter. Yeah. And yeah, part of the reason why I think that it's fairly likely is that they've got the Olympics coming up, and they've got the NBA owner that wants to build a new arena that would be good for both. They do need a new arena, but it's pretty much guaranteed that if they got an NHL team, that arena would happen, which can't be said of any other city right now. There are cities with arenas but not owners. There are cities with owners but not arenas. There's Quebec City, which is a weird situation all around.
I don't know if they're ever going to get it. They should, but
Yeah, but they should have 3 times over now.
yeah. I think Gary Bettman's more focused on American expansion than
Yeah.
adding
I mean,
another
I
Canadian
get
team.
the create new fans argument. That makes sense. Ooh, that was almost a
Oh,
shorty.
nice.
Oh, it was a
Derek
shorty.
Ryan with the shorty.
I had the opposite
That's a
reaction that time that I did from the McDavid post, where I thought it went in on that one, and I didn't see this one actually go in.
Oh, that was a great one. I was about to call a 3-on-1 there, but it's turned into a 2-on-1. But Derek Ryan got it done.
Fantastic. All right.
That's a huge boost. Great feed from Nuge there, right onto the stick. All right, 3-2 Oilers with just over a minute to go here in the second period. Dallas still on the power play for another minute and 6 seconds.
Ugh.
Come on, boys.
Okay. Yeah, I agree, Chase. I agree.
Oh, okay. Well, that was short-lived.
That was short-lived. But they're tied. Tied is okay. It's just not great.
Pickard's given up too many rebounds here because pretty much all the goals have been well, I guess not that second one, but he's got to control that puck. But they also got to take the guy in front there, not let them get those pucks so easily. Oh,
Yeah, all 6 of those goals have happened in this period, though. It's kind of nuts after that first period where it seemed like we might get to the end and still have a 0-0 tie.
ding dang do. Yeah, you said it, Adam.
Oh, that was bad. That was a bad giveaway. Didn't break everything, but it was a bad giveaway.
Good save from Pickard there.
Oof. I am glad that the intermission is coming up.
Yeah.
Because they need to regroup real bad right now.
Well, it's still anybody's game at this point. So.
Woo. Yeah, if there was another minute in this game, it would be 4-3 Dallas. Or in this period.
Hey, all right. I'm going to go grab a refill. I'll be right back.
All right. I'll let you go first this time. All Skinner's fault. Yeah, sixth straight game allowing 3 goals or more. Yeah, that's not fabulous. Peter, I know you're being facetious about Atlanta, but I'm kind of on board because they really only failed once, and that was the Flames. The Thrashers really didn't fail; they got deep sixed. The NHL could do very well in Atlanta. All right, I'm swapping out.
Peter, you're blaming Skinner. Come on. He's only responsible for like 2 of the 3. Yeah, I think Pickard's been okay today, but a couple of those goals, giving up pretty juicy rebounds, but Oilers got to be able to cover it better in front of the net as well. So more than one person at fault on those. Oh, really? Kovalchuk is your favorite of all time? Yeah, it felt like the Thrashers were gone so quick, but if Atlanta gets another one, I guess that's a third opportunity at a team. Yeah, well, that Adam and like the penalty kill overall, just it was so strong during that 16 game streak, and it's just really flat right now. Yeah, more physicality chase for sure. And the Thrashers did get thrashed at him. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense, Peter. Yeah, he was a good player. I mean, I think the break did come at a poor time, Adam. I
Yeah,
wish they could have kept going, especially with how they were playing. But
yeah.
you got
But
to
on
be able
the
to
other
work through
hand,
these
the
things.
opposite is true this period. Because I stand by the idea that if there was a minute left in that period, it would have been 4-3 Stars. Stars took over right at the end there.
They did. But on the bright side, the Flames are losing 2-0 to Detroit. Everybody can feel a little bit better.
Chase, you'd lose half the league, a little more than half, probably. All right, now I got to look at the list. All right, so you'd lose Carolina. Columbus would stay. New Jersey's 50-50 whether or not you decide that it snows consistently there. Islanders, the same thing. Um, Rangers, same thing. Philly gets a fair enough amount of snow. Pittsburgh, yes. So you'd probably lose the Capitals even. Bruins would stay. Buffalo would stay. Detroit would stay. Florida's gone. Montreal would stay. Ottawa would stay. Tampa Bay's gone. Arizona's gone. Chicago would stay. Colorado, it depends. It doesn't really snow here nearly as much as you think it would. You'd have to count the whole state rather than just Denver. Dallas is gone, at least most years. Minnesota would stay. Nashville's gone. St. Louis 50-50 on your judgment call there. Winnipeg would stay. Anaheim's gone. Calgary would stay.
Chase
Edmonton would
Chase
stay.
did that. It was for expansion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm still going through this. Los Angeles is gone. Jose is gone. Seattle's gone. Vancouver, judgment call there. Vegas is gone. Yeah, that's almost half the teams. I mean, Saskatoon almost got the Blues 20 years ago. So weirder things have happened. Yeah, I know Vancouver doesn't get snow, but Whistler does, and Whistler's what, like 20 miles away. So yeah.
Just a lot of rain.
I mean, all of those places have occasionally gotten snow, except for the ones in Florida. 40 years ago. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I don't know what year it is, Peter. Yeah, that would have been 40 years ago. Yep.
It's 1994. The Oilers won the cup 4 years ago. Adam's going golfing after this.
All right. I think I'm going
Well,
to
hey,
take
it's
a nap after this because I just
yeah.
had a beer in the middle of the day and now I'm sleepy.
It's like 2 degrees here in Edmonton today, so we're pretty happy. Got the windows open in February, so can't complain about that.
Yeah, that's not bad.
No, we've had a really warm winter aside from like that little cold snap in mid-January, whatever it was.
It is
Like,
currently -2 or so here.
because when I left for Florida a couple weeks back, there was no snow.
Hmm.
I came back, there was some snow. I don't think that's a for sure thing, Adam, if he doesn't get a cup. I think he just wants to see that they're close. I mean, there's no guarantee that he goes somewhere else and gets a cup either.
Yeah.
Only one team can get it every year, so I think he just wants to see that the team's staying competitive. And I think if there was a drop back, or I think keeping Draisaitl will be obviously be massive.
Yeah.
But I think they keep them both.
I think the most likely scenario for that to happen is an Iginla kind of scenario where he's played his whole career and still hasn't gotten it. That would make me very upset, but that's the only scenario that I think is realistic for him leaving, is that it really has been like his entire career and he's on the full back nine.
Well, I'd almost want him to leave at that point too, because I didn't want him to have a cup.
Yeah.
Let's hope it happens here, though. I don't want him to do it somewhere else.
Or if there's a total collapse in the next 2 years, which I don't really see happening.
I like they'll do things that, I mean, it can always happen. Sometimes it gets out of your control, but I mean, the start of this year was like it probably as close as they could come, and
Yeah.
that was just so many things happened to go wrong at the exact same time. It was just, and they still managed to fight their way out of it. So, yeah, like that's a great point by Peter there. Like, right, you got to remember Ovechkin, 13 years before he got his cup.
Yeah.
Sometimes he just got to stick with it. I mean, we all like to think, well, he should have it by now, but I mean, there's 31 other teams that have a say in that too.
Yep.
They're not just gonna wilt and die and let them have it. So yeah, McDavid has not always had a good team with the Oilers. That's for sure. I always see when you're on Twitter and stuff, some people post the old lineups for some of those games, and you just look at it and look, oh, the days of Ty Ratty playing with Connor on the number one line and stuff. It's like, oh, what were you guys doing to him? In a much better place now, thankfully. It's hard to find all the pieces, the changes you got to make, and so many of the wrong decisions were made over the last few years. That it's just it's hard, but
Looks like the Flyers are all jogging into the stadium dressed as Rocky.
that's cool.
Yep. Adam, that's pretty accurate. Yeah. I mean, Michelle, they got a shorty on that last one. They also gave up a goal, but they got a shorty on it too.
Yeah, well, thankfully they got the shorty before they gave up that goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, would have been a little bit nicer to be up 3-2 going into the third, but yeah, yeah, Kapov. The funny thing was that Morgan Riley was probably the top player that year, and he was picked fifth overall. It's pretty much all the top four guys from that draft
Yeah.
busted out eventually.
Yeah. Who was that draft?
Yeah, that was Yakupov, and then Ryan Murray went second, I think, to Columbus. Um, who was that third guy? He was another Russian, I think, too. He went to
Grigorenko,
Montreal.
apparently. Oh,
Was he third?
that's prospects. Sorry. Galchenyuk was third.
Galchenyuk, yeah, Alex Galchenyuk, yeah.
And then Reinhardt fourth to the Islanders. And yeah, Morgan Riley is fifth. I mean, you could probably make an argument that Dumba was okay. Philip Forsberg was later there. Slater Cuckoo's that same draft. Jacob Trouba.
Yeah. Of those guys closest to the top in the picking order, though, was probably Morgan Riley. That was the
Oh
best
no,
one.
the pick of that draft is Vasilevsky.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the guys that were actually picked actually close to the top, though.
Oh
He's
yeah,
not the best player in that draft, but like of the guys that were like in the top five picks, Morgan Riley was probably the best of the top five. But yeah, no, obviously Vasilevsky. If he's in there, he would definitely number one, hands down.
yeah. Oh man, that was a bad draft. Um, I, yeah. If you're picking top of that draft, even with hindsight, it's Vasilevsky and then maybe Korpisalo is second.
But I mean, if they'd walked away with Vasilevsky, I mean, at the same time, though, the Oilers weren't developing the guys worth crap at that point either. So
Yeah.
who knows if Vasilevsky would have turned into Vasilevsky if he'd been drafted by the Oilers. There's so many things wrong at that point. But
Yeah, and even then, it took Vasilevsky 6 years to really break out. So,
yeah,
yeah,
you still have that napkin, Adam, with the five signatures on. I put that one in a frame or something. Yeah, that would be an interesting redraft for sure, Darcy. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's a weird one. But yeah, I just looked through the first three rounds, and Vasilevsky is the only name that like stands out as like, yes, you would want to take him. There's lots of good players or decent players in that draft, but like
Yeah, yeah. Goalies are
full.
always a risky pick in the first round though, because you just
Yep.
never know. I mean, you have to if they like they look lights out, but
Yep.
even if they do dominate junior or something, like there's no guarantee they're going to come to the NHL and dominate there. But
Yep. Yeah, and they're also definitely a few years out, almost always.
yeah, because it's pretty rare. Because yeah, Fleury was a first round pick, and
Fleury was
who else?
first overall, wasn't he?
I think so. Yeah. Um, yeah, there's a couple other guys that were picked in the first round too.
Yeah, he was
There
first
was a guy that
overall.
yeah, I like Tom Poti, Peter. He was good in that time in Edmonton too. He was a guy that fans got on Poti and kind of he got forced out of town, but he was a good defenseman. Yeah, that'd be a good one with Tom Poti and Doug Waite. Michelle, that's a good one. Yeah, Varlamov was in the first round. I remember the Rangers picked a guy, Dan Blackburn. I think he got hurt, but he was like picked like 10th overall, I think. Uh, well, Jesper Wallstat was picked in the first round. The Oilers could have got him instead of Xavier Bourgault. Sebastian Cossa, I think the Oil Kings prospect was taken by Detroit in the first round too. So it does happen. But
Yeah.
was Dubnik a first rounder? He might have been. I'm trying to remember back that. Yeah, you might be right, Darcy. There.
I mean, on the
Yeah,
other hand,
Dubnik.
Campbell, who's currently on a AHL team, was also a first rounder.
Yeah, he was amazing at junior though. Like, cause he won like
Yeah.
the gold medal with Team USA and stuff. Like he looked really strong coming into the draft. So I could see why he was a first rounder.
Yeah, it looks like other than Flurry, oh no, Lettinen was second overall, and then Price was a fifth overall.
Yeah.
Di Pietro, we can't forget Di Pietro.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I guess there's been quite a few. Doesn't seem like there's been a lot, but there has been quite a few.
I mean, I am looking at a list of all of them, and I think there's about 20. So,
Yeah. Yeah, but like out of that list, like how many are really like all-star goalies, right? There's been good goalies, but probably not a ton of
let's see.
lights out guys.
So here's the full list, but it causes me to pull through or scroll through. So Spencer Knight, 13th overall. Ottinger, 26th overall.
Yeah.
Samsonov, 22nd. Vasilevsky, who was 19th. Campbell, 11th. Chet Pickard, 18th. Jonathan Bernier, 11th. Carey Price, 5th. Montoya, 6th overall. Fleury, 1st overall.
Really?
Lettinen, 2nd overall. Pascal Leclerc, 8th overall. And then DiPietro. Yeah.
That's a cool keepsake to have, Peter. The Ovechkin puck. And yeah, Samsonov, he's been up and down, but probably wouldn't have been a bad pick in the first round to have. Dallas on the power play here with 55 seconds to go.
So Darcy, it doesn't seem that Dubnik was a first rounder, but that list may have been incomplete.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember, but could have been.
Yep, first round,
Okay.
14th overall.
Oh, there you go. Come on, guys. Okay, good clear. All right, 22 seconds to go here in the Dallas power play.
I am behind.
They're now up in shots 23 to 18.
All right, killed that penalty off.
Yeah, they were just showing on the screen the Oilers had a 91% on the penalty kill during their 16 game winning streak, and that's dropped down to 47%
Oh,
since coming back from the break. So, yikes.
yeah.
Also, a big reason why they were winning at 91% on the penalty kill.
That does help.
Yeah. Nice if we can get the next one here. At least force Dallas to respond.
Nice little unnecessary save by Pickard. It was going to miss the net, but he saved it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, against a pretty good Dallas team, he's for a backup goaltender. He's giving you a decent performance today. I think you can complain too much.
I did say at the beginning of this that I thought that they were going to need 3 or 4 goals to win this, and
Yeah, no, you
yep.
were right.
yeah, Peter.
Yeah, they might as well have just pulled the goalie on that one. They would score anyway.
Boosh
Yeah, I
kind
wish
of
it wasn't
flicked
such
it
a
there.
long break. I'm sure the players like getting the break, but when you go in with momentum, it's you don't like it.
I guess that one went out of play. Is that what happened?
Yeah, it looks like it hit the netting. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, we're 16:24 to go here in the third. 3-3 tie. Oilers looking to break through. Hey, buddy.
Hi, Henry.
Yeah, we're gonna have that coming up here. Is that in 20? A couple more years for the Olympic break? 2026.
Yeah, it's 2026. Yep.
Yeah.
Darren A got a couple of stars real mad at him. Now Kane's tussling a little bit. Thunk.
Big hug from Kane there. Yeah. Lots of love.
There's your DNA hit that someone was asking for.
Well, they didn't need to get a little bit more physical here. So, yeah, nice little late hit from Desharnais there. Yeah, they did not like that one at all.
You just give him a little boop.
Yeah, we'll have to see the Olympic effect on the Oilers in a couple of years here, Peter. I know McDavid will be there for sure, possibly Hyman, probably Skinner will be one of Canada's three goalies. I don't know if he'll be the first goalie, but he'll probably be one of the three goalies.
Draisaitl will definitely be there.
Yeah, Draisaitl will be with Germany for sure.
Well, as long as they qualify, but they will.
Yeah. Yeah, Team USA is going to be hard to beat that year with the goaltending they're going to have. Ooh. But I've always wanted to see Crosby and McDavid together, so that should be exciting.
You think Crosby's going to make that team?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
he'll be like he might not be on the top two lines or anything at that point, but he'll get some shifts with McDavid for sure at that because he's still looking strong this year, and like that's only a couple years away.
Yeah.
Crosby's a beast. He'll still be like he obviously won't be as good a couple years from now, but he'll make the team for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, Peter. Yep.
Like like Crosby's done it all, so he's someone you want on that team, right? Hyman might be on the team too if he keeps up his play. That's
Yeah.
still a couple years away. Yeah, we'll have to see. Like it's hard to predict it 2 years out, but there's certain players. Like yeah, I think Crosby's on there for sure. I think when Crosby was asked about it or like a couple weeks ago, he's like, "Oh well, I got to make the team." I'm like, yeah, you'll make the team. Don't worry. If you're playing half decent, you'll make the team.
Uh,
Yeah, Peter.
Darcy, I
Well,
believe they are banned through 2028.
was it that long? Okay.
It was significant. I don't remember what it was, but
Because I thought they were still deciding whether they were going to allow that or not, but I could be wrong. I haven't followed it like super closely, so
yeah, so they're completely banned this year. Um, but I think it's up to the governing bodies of each sport whether they allow um, a Russian athletes but not playing for Russia team. I think that's up to the individual sports.
okay. Yeah. Well, Peter's saying they're banned till at least 2025.
Okay.
But, yeah, I mean, like I don't know. It's such a volatile situation, but yeah, for like hockey, just talking hockey strictly, it'd be nice to have Russia there, just because there's so many good Russian players, right? So,
Yeah.
Just have to see where things are at to come 2 years from now. So,
Yeah, I mean anything could happen in 2 years.
yeah, like it's a shorter period of time, but it's also a long period of time for things that can happen. So, yeah, I agree. Peter, Canada versus Russia. Although Canada versus USA has gotten much stronger over the last like what 10 years, but like I said, the USA's goalies are going to be very difficult, but Russia is going to have good goaltending as well. That might be Canada's weakest point right now is goaltending. I think Carter Hart would have been one of the goaltenders, but he's playing hockey again anytime soon.
So the Flyers showed up dressed as Rocky, and the Devils showed up like they're from the Jersey Shore. Yeah. At least they're having fun. I like that tradition, new tradition.
Yeah. Well, we just missed when we went to the Heritage Classic seeing the Oilers arrive there.
Yeah.
Because weren't they just like driving up in those carts there just before we arrived?
Yep.
I think we just missed them.
That was a good one,
save
Cal.
from Pickard there. Yeah. Yeah, no, Cal's doing his job today, so we're down to 13:02 here to go on the third, still 3-3.
Yeah, that's a pretty tasty combo, Peter.
Yeah. No, they're going to be good. And then, because the States have Hellebuck. Why am I blanking on the other guys there? Of course, as I go to list them off, I can't remember any of them.
Yeah, I've got enough beer in my brain that I'm single channel right now, and I'm watching the game. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, they got Hellebuck, Thatcher Demko, Jeremy Swayman, Ottinger. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
Team
that's
USA is
not
good.
too shabby.
Yeah, yeah. Team USA is actually going to struggle to pick three of them. Which three they want to go with? Yeah, Gibson's American as well, but I think he'll be a little bit behind the other guys. Kind of be interesting to see if the Ducks can move Gibson, how he looks when he's not on such a bad team. If he gets still, because
Yeah.
I think some nights he just gets frustrated, and like if he put him on a good team, like kind of curious to see how he would look if he still has something.
I mean, I would take a flyer on Gibson if they're gonna say Gibson for Campbell. I'm like, yep, we'll give that a shot.
The only problem was though, like Gibson costs more than Campbell. So if Gibson doesn't work out, then you're even in worse position.
Yeah.
You have more cap hit going to Gibson. Not a great deal more, but yeah, that was always my problem with that trade. It's like, yeah, kind of, but I mean, if Anaheim retained to the point where it was an even cap hit, maybe, but even still.
If it was today, it'd be hard to argue against Hill.
Yeah.
But it might
I
be
think
in
Skinner's
2
going to be
years
one of
nobody remembers who Hill is. So
yeah. He's looked good this year though, so he's had like 2 strong years in there. Well, he wasn't even like lights out last year until the playoffs, but
yep.
I think Skinner will be one of the three guys, though. Not necessarily the starter, but I think he'll be one of the three. Unless he goes completely off the cliff or something. But
Oop, nice little rush here from Hyman. Yep, broken up.
Yeah, Columbus could be interesting for Gibson Darcy. Um, which center would I leave off Team Canada? Oh, God, I can't even remember all the centers. That's a good question. I'd have to have the list in front of me, Peter. Yeah, sorry, I can't answer that off the cuff. But yeah. Canada's super deep for everything else other than goaltending right now. It used to be a given, like Juan, Brodeur, and all those guys, but not anymore. Be interesting to see who Columbus hires as GM.
Yeah, that will be
For
interesting.
some reason they kept John Davidson. I don't know why he escaped being fired. He was the guy that was in charge of everything for all this time. But he still approved hiring Mike Babcock because Columbus has got a lot of good pieces. I mean, they're not super far off. They just need the right guy at the helm. Yeah, I agree, Peter. Those guys are all locks. I think McDavid,
I don't want to move again. I already moved.
Toph for Columbus GM.
Nah, I'd be a terrible GM. I can't fire anybody. And I'd feel
I'd be a
bad
bad
trading
GM.
people, so yeah.
I'd get too emotional. I'd trade people too quick. Okay, you're out of here. Oh crap! I probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah. No, it needs to be run by smarter people than us. But
And less emotional people.
yeah,
Because, yeah, as GM, I would pretty much do what I'm doing now, which is, I don't know why you're not good. I mean, that's what we
well, that would
did
be
the entire time during the beginning of this year was like, we don't know. Should be good. I
yeah.
mean,
Bergevin would be an interesting person. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, I would be hands down the worst GM in the league.
I actually heard on SDPN that Mark Hunter might be coming back as uh, Columbus GM. The guy was assistant GM with Toronto and lost out to Kyle Dubas for the job there. He's been running the London Knights in the OHL. So, and he was in the mix when the Oilers were hiring their GM. So I guess it will be interesting to see who the Oilers GM is this summer. There's always a chance that Ken Holland comes back, but I think he's done.
Yeah.
I'm sure Jeff Jackson's already got some guys in mind.
Yeah, Darcy, I'm a little bit shocked that Woody's not already working again.
I think he's going to Ottawa.
Give Jim. Oh man, Peter.
No.
Never hire that man again. But that hurt my heart with that suggestion. Thank you.
Thought they were trying to get better.
I mean, to be fair, apparently, if you have Chiarelli, then you get first overall picks. You make terrible ones, but you get first overall picks. Although I guess only one of those was really truly terrible.
Yeah. Well, I mean, McDavid was a given. You can't screw that up.
Yeah.
You could have made that pick off.
Darcy likes Bergevin.
Bergevin, I don't know. Like, what did he really do in Montreal, though? They had that one, I think it was during COVID or whatever, they got to the finals. But other than that, did Montreal was kind of, it never really seemed to grow by leaps and bounds there.
It looked like Kane was going to the box, but apparently not. Apparently he was just
Talking to the ref
arguing.
about something, but
Yeah. Was he arguing offside?
I'm not sure. Be easier if I could have the sound on.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to have the sound on today when you were streaming. Because it had just come through my headphones and you wouldn't be able to hear it. But since I'm sending this out, anything coming through my computer is going to be broadcast. So I also have to watch on mute. Oof. Oof. You probably could have called that.
Yeah, I agree, Peter. Draisaitl definitely the number one.
Nuge is still. Nuge was a Decade of Darkness pick, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. But I mean, Draisaitl was obviously the best one.
Yeah.
Nuge is probably second for Decade of Darkness.
Oh, yeah, I read that wrong. He said best. He didn't say only good.
Yeah. I can't believe Draisaitl was a number 3 pick. That we turned out. Well, after a very eventful second period, not too much going on in this third period. Down to 6:22 and still tied 3-3. That's why we haven't been talking about the game too much.
Yeah, it's just kind of going back and forth, and there hasn't been any big chances either direction in a while now.
A couple things here and there, but yeah, not too much going on here in the third.
McDavid almost got one, but he got taken out right behind the net. Yeah, this actually looks a lot like the first period did.
Yeah. Yeah, this one might be going to overtime. But we'll see here. We still got 6 minutes to go.
Hi, Henry. He's talking to you.
Yeah, I know. He wants his dinner.
Is it dinner time now?
He usually gets it around 4 o'clock. So.
Oh, okay, so close.
But it's close. He'll get it after the game's over. Yeah, that was a tough one there, Peter. Kalo and Mac T. I like some of the stuff Kevin Lowe did. I mean, he made all the right moves in 2006, but overall, yeah, not great.
That was a nice shot, but it wasn't really high danger.
Yeah. I was just going to say, too, I think Craig McTavish was a good playoff coach, but not as strong for the regular season. All right, so we're under 5 minutes to go here. 26-21 shots. Dallas, they're up. 3-3 tie. I think we're at the point here where next goal might win it.
Yeah, I'd be really, truly terrible at drafting. And then I would stick with my terrible picks. So, yeah, no, I can't be GM of anything. No.
I couldn't manage a fantasy league. neither team can get anything going here. It just goes back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah,
The worst
neither team
example
is
of that,
really getting in deep right now. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, I was going to say to Peter's point in the comment section there, yeah, 'cause that was back when Corey Perry was almost an Oiler for in the Mike Comrie trade, and that got botched because Kevin Lowe just wouldn't let it go. He wanted to get money back, and so funny how things work out.
Yeah, Pats fan. Yeah, a little bit. Um, Although, really, it just seems like neither team can really get anything going. This is a very different game, or very different period from the second period.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a little bit of trap going on. There is. It's not nearly 1997 bad, though.
Down to 3:24 to go.
Yeah, Darcy, that is entirely possible. Just a goal that trickles in or bounces off and takes a weird bounce.
Come on. Oh,
I mean, generally they take about 3 hours chase, and we're well short of that still. Right? Am I doing math right? Yeah.
well, yeah, it was supposed to start around 1 o'clock, so we're at 2 hours and 45 minutes now.
Yeah.
Although it didn't actually puck drop, I don't think it was late till 1:20.
Yeah, I mean, there really wasn't much stoppage in the first period, and there really hasn't this period. So,
Yeah. Yeah, the first and third were pretty non-eventful. So
yeah, but it does feel like a long game because we've spent the last 18 minutes not doing a whole lot.
all right, down to 2 minutes and 12 seconds to go. And yeah, Peter, football games can sometimes feel a lot longer than this. So.
Yeah, getting into hockey has really ruined me for the NFL.
Yeah, I like the fast-paced stuff a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, nothing is happening right now. It's a lot more interesting than when nothing is happening in football.
Back-to-back icing calls for Dallas. I know, 2 more minutes, but well, maybe more.
If it goes to overtime, you can feed him during that short little break. Poor Henry.
More Henry. It's not like you don't have dry food to go eat. Yeah, neither team can get any sustained zone time here.
Yep.
Down to 1:33 to go. Almost another icing call for Dallas there. Just got waved off. Just about down to the final minute here.
Fogel just flung it at the net. Like, didn't even look, just kind of like backhanded it somewhere near the net.
Sometimes not a bad play. Could hit a leg or something.
All right, we're down
All
under
right.
a minute left.
Just keep it in, boys. Just keep getting opportunities here. Come on. All right, down to 38 seconds to go.
Oh, oh. Oh, Otter. You're supposed to let that in, buddy.
Almost. All right, 15 seconds to go. It's looking like overtime, but we'll see.
I mean, I'd much prefer overtime over losing, but still.
Yeah. Well, overtime, at least we get a point here, and all the points matter now. So,
Yep. Whoops.
I know. I know.
All right. We're going to overtime.
I like how Dallas didn't even try there for the last 3 seconds. I would have at least taken a shot on goal or something. No, I'm good. All right, who starts in overtime? We going McDavid, Draisaitl, Bush. McDavid, Draisaitl, Nurse.
Bush would be my guess. I mean, they could put Perry out there for how he played in the second. I don't think so, but maybe.
Yeah. Well, it looks like he's getting some work on the bench there, so he's not starting anyway. He might get a shift there depending on how long OT goes.
Peter. Uh,
That might not be a bad play. McDavid drives it off. I wouldn't count him out. Looks like Perry's getting some attention there on the bench, something with his ear, maybe.
hmm. I've got a commercial, so
Yeah, the trainer was holding a towel to his side of his head. Maybe got a cut or something too.
hmm.
No, looks like he's up and going now, so that's good. Darcy calling Kane, Ryan, and Cece to start overtime.
Yeah, I can't tell if that was
Take a look
facetious
here.
on your part, Darcy. Sorry.
Then we got Draisaitl, Hyman, and Bush. Or no, it is McDavid. Okay, Draisaitl, McDavid, Bouchard. So had it right the first time.
Yep. That was a pretty safe prediction.
Yeah. It was. Yeah, it's not because I'm really good. It was the safest
Yeah.
prediction, but yeah.
We need to score quickly. Which three
Yeah.
do we put out there? Those three. It's
Yeah.
those three.
All right, here we go. David coming up the ice.
Hmm.
Back to Draisaitl. Oh, Draisaitl. Oh, look, he drew a penalty though.
Yep.
All right, Oilers going on the power play.
All right.
Okay, well, this is the glorious of glorious chances that I ended here.
All right. Who comes in as number 4?
Hyman, I'm guessing.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was a great rush by Draisaitl there, Pats fan for sure, drawing that call. Oh,
Oh,
it looks like Nuge came
It
out.
was Nuge, and that didn't take long at all. All right, I'm happy with that. Yep. I don't know why that was held
Nice.
for review, Chase.
All right, boys.
All
Bush with
right.
the overtime winner is second of the night. Now 4-3 Oilers victory. Well, that's a nice game to come back for Rig 72. A nice 4-3
Yeah.
overtime win.
Yeah, and Nuge gets a good amount of credit on that one.
Yeah.
He fully screened him until it was too late, and then he got the hell out of the way. Awesome. All right, y'all. Well, thanks for joining us. We will do this again, since now we know that this will work from this house, and yeah, we'll figure out when we can get back together. It won't be tomorrow's game because, or sorry, not tomorrow's, Monday's game, because yeah, I'll be at
Monday's
work.
game, yeah. You got to work, but yeah. But yeah, it won't be like 5 months again or something, whatever it was.
Yeah, yeah, yep. I'm a little bit more settled. You're a little bit more settled now, so yeah, it should be all right. Thanks everyone for joining us. Oilers win 4-3
Yeah, thanks,
in
guys.
overtime on a Bush bomb.
Perfect. Well, appreciate it, guys. I'll see you shortly for the Fanatic rundown, but I got to go feed my cat or he's going to start clawing my legs. So, all right.